Hello guys and welcome to my channel Ticket to Canada. If you're coming first time to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you should not miss any update from my end. In today's video, I'll be discussing Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. If you're facing difficulty in getting higher score in IELTS, if you have low proof of funds, low experience, then this program is for you. In this video, I'll be discussing step-by-step process of Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, eligibility criteria, cost and time involved, and the most important thing is how to find a job, because in this program one of the eligibility defining factor is getting a job offer from participating provinces. All of this coming your way. Stay tuned. If we talk about OU, the Atlantic Immigration Pilot is a pathway to permanent residence for skilled foreign workers and international graduates who want to work and live in one of the Canada's 4 Atlantic provinces. These are Newfoundland and Labrador, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. This is an employer-driven program designed to help employers in Atlantic Canada hire qualified candidates for jobs they have been unable to fill locally. Now we talk about the step-by-step process. This program involves 6 steps. The first is that you must check you meet the requirements of the program. Second is to get a job offer from the participating provinces and the designated employers in their provinces. Get a settlement plan. Get your certificate of endorsement from the province for which you are applying for. Get your documents ready and submit your application for permanent residency. Now if we talk about the requirements, there are basically 3 programs under AIPP. These are Atlantic High Skill Program, Atlantic Intermediate Skill Program and the Atlantic International Graduate Program. If we talk about High Skill Program, the general requirements are that you must have worked in management or professional technical skill job for at least a year. Have at least a Canadian high school diploma or equivalent education, means if either you have done your high school from Canada or if your education is from outside Canada, then you must get your ECA done of the education. You must take a language test to show you can communicate in English or French, means either you have to take an English test or French test. It's not mandatory that you should be taking both the tests. You are supposed to show you can support yourself and your family when you come to Canada, means you are supposed to show the proof of funds. For Atlantic Intermediate Skill Program, you have worked in a job that requires a high school education and or job specific training for at least a year. Have at least a Canadian high school diploma or equivalent education. Equivalent educations mean you must get your ECA done if your education is outside Canada. Take a language test to show you can communicate in English or French. It's the same as that of high skill program. Show you can support yourself and your family when you come to Canada. For international graduate program, you have a degree, diploma or other credentials from publicly funded institution in an Atlantic province. Now here is the difference. If your education is from outside Canada, you are not eligible for this program. For this program, you are supposed to complete your education from Atlantic province only. You must have lived in Atlantic province for at least 16 months in the last 2 years or the years before you are applying for AIPP. You must take a language test to show you can communicate in English or French. You are supposed to show proof of funds that you can support you and yourself and your family. Now let's discuss the eligibility criteria of each program in detail. Let's start with High Skilled Worker Program. For High Skilled Worker Program, in the last 3 years, you must have worked at least 1560 hours. This is how many hours you would have worked in 1 year if you were working 30 hours per week. The NOC skills type required for High Skilled Worker Program is 0A or B. So if you are applying for High Skilled Worker Program, your NOC is supposed to be under 0A or B. If we talk about education, a Canadian secondary or post-secondary certificate, diploma or degree from a recognized institute is required if you are studied in Canada, and if you have studied outside Canada, then you must get your ECA done, and the result of that ECA should be at least secondary or post-secondary certificate. It means the equivalence of your education should be equivalent to secondary or post-secondary certificates of Canada. Now, if we talk about intermediate skilled workers program, in this the work experience requirement is that in the last 3 years you must have worked at least 1560 hours. This is how many hours you would have worked in 1 year if you work 30 hours per week. Means this is the requirement, 1560 hours in the last 3 years. If we talk about education, it's also similar as that of high skilled worker, that is Canadian secondary or post-secondary certificate or diploma, and if your education is outside Canada, then you should get your ECA done. For NOC skill type, the NOC requirement for intermediate skilled worker is skill level C. Means there are two options. One is that either your NOC should fall under skill level C, or you should have your skill in these four NOC codes: 3012, 3233, 3413 and 4412. If your NOC skills fall in these four NOC code, then also you are eligible or under NOC skill level C. In both the cases, you are eligible for intermediate skilled worker. Now, if we talk about the eligibility criteria for international graduate, the best part of this program is that you don't need any work experience for international graduate program. For education, you must have at least 2 years degree, diploma, certificate or trade or apprenticeship credential from a recognized publicly funded institute in Atlantic Province. This is the compulsion, that you must have completed your education in Atlantic Province only. Means this 2 years degree, diploma or certificate must have been from Atlantic Province only. For language testing, the requirement is CLB level 4 for all the programs, all the three programs. If we talk about CLB level 4, for CELPIP, it's in reading you must get 4, in writing also 4, listening 4 and speaking 4. For IELTS general, it's 3.5 for reading, 4 for writing, 4.5 for listening and 4 for speaking. And it's really very easy. Even if you go without preparation, it's really very easy to get this score in IELTS. For TEF Canada and TCF Canada, the score is mentioned ahead. You can just browse through this table. If you talk about proof of funds, the requirement is same for all the three programs. If you are a single applicant, the requirement is 3,240 Canadian dollars. If you and your spouse is applying, then it's 4,034 Canadian dollars, and so on and so forth. Now comes the most important part: to get a job offer. So another defining factor or another eligibility criteria for AIPP is getting a job offer. So you must receive a job offer from a designated employer in Atlantic Canada to participate in the pilot. Means all the four provinces have the list of designated employers. You must gather a job from one of that employer to be eligible for this program. To see the list of designated employer participating in the pilot, check the provincial website. The link of all the websites has been mentioned in the description box. You can browse through it. And when a designated employer offer you a job, they'll give you an offer of employment to a foreign national form, that is IMM 5650. If you get this form, then only you can apply for endorsement from the provinces. It's a key factor. And the best part of this is that you should not require a LMIA, that is Labor Market Impact Assessment. Because it means for other provinces, other PNP, if you are going through a job offer, you must need an LMIA. But for AIPP, the best part is that you don't need any LMIA. The job offer suffices the requirement. Now comes the most important thing, that how to find a job. So let's jump to the province websites. Now here I am in the website of Prince Edward Island. Now here's the list of the designated employer. I'll mention the link in the description box so that you can browse through this list. Now what you're supposed to do here is that first you find the employer which fits your requirement, the job you are looking for, in which sector. You must identify the employer first. Once you identify the employer, the best way is to jump to website indeed.com. Here's this website. In this section, you just type the name of the employer which you are looking for and just search whether they are hiring at present or not. So if they are hiring, you can see the listing over here and you can apply accordingly if it fits your requirement. Similar is the case with other websites like Newfound Labrador. Here is the list of designated employer, and same is the case with other provinces. So you must go through this list, search the name of the employer in the indeed.com. If there is an opening, you can find the job over here. to customize your resume according to the job and apply for the same. Once you get your offer from that employer, you're done. Now comes the next step, that is get a settlement plan. A settlement plan will help you and your family adjust to a new home in Atlantic Canada. The best part of it is that it's free of cost. There is a list of organizations which take care of your settlement plan. I've mentioned the link in the description box. You can go through it, and it's a very easy process. There's nothing as such as hustle. You can easily go through your settlement plan. Once you get your settlement plan, the next part is get your certificate of endorsement. After you have a settlement plan, the province must endorse your job offer. Your employer will handle this process. Don't submit your permanent residence application until you confirm with the employer that your offer has been endorsed. If the province endorses your job offer, you'll get a certificate of endorsement in the mail. Include your endorsement certificate with your permanent residence application. This is the most important thing, because if you don't have your endorsement letter, your file will be rejected. Next step is application for permanent residence. Now, once you get your job offer, the next step is that you should apply for a permanent residence. Now, it depends on which program you are applying under. Accordingly, you should submit your application. Say if you are applying for high skilled worker, then while submitting your application, you should select high skilled worker over there. I have mentioned the link for all the 3 programs in the description box so that you can directly jump to that page and apply accordingly. I'll just jump to the website and show you how it works. Now you're supposed to go over here in the submit your application for permanent residency. I'm in the CIC website. Now here are the 3 programs. Say we want to apply for high skilled worker program. Let's open this tab. Now here what you're supposed to do is fill lots and lots of form. Here's the document checklist. Make sure to download it and go accordingly. Then this is the form your employer must fill and submit it. You are supposed to submit it while applying for this program. Then here are the list of the forms which you are supposed to fill. Each and every form must be filled. Then you must go through this instruction. You're supposed to pay the fee online. Once you pay the fee, you'll get the receipt. Then you're supposed to send all these documents, all this form to this address here. It's Immigration Refuge and Citizenship Canada Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, Centralized Intake Office, PO Box this, Sydney, Nova Scotia. This is the address. You're supposed to send all the documents to this address. Once you send it, you are done. Then it's just the waiting game. So here's the complete process of Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. It's quite easy, and the requirement is also pretty low. So if you are facing any difficulty in getting high IELTS score, or say your education is low, your work experience is low, then this program is certainly for you. The only difficult part is getting a job offer, although it's not very difficult because they have already a list of designated employer which you can go through, browse through the jobs, and you can easily find it. Once you get it, and you are sorted. The only thing is the endorsement letter which your employer is going to take care of. I hope this video is of any help to you. Still, if you have any problem or any queries related to immigration, not being specific to AIPP, any query related to immigration, you can drop your question in the comment box. I'll be glad to help you. All the best. Thank you.